everybody, welcome to Creepy Conversations. This is Shelley.
And Polly.
And Boomer! Boomer's joining us today and gnawing off Polly's arm in a playful stance.
That's right. We're playing.
He's loving on you because he hasn't seen you in a long time.
Yep, we're playing.
Alright, so are you ready for some weird news?
Always.
This comes from the New York Post. Mm-hmm. Okay, you've heard of like alligators in the sewer in New York, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I was just going to say, you've heard of alligators? Yes, I have.
No, I haven't.
No, what are they?
Elaborate. All right, well, New York might not have those infamous alligators in the sewer. It's just a legend, right? But Florida. Florida has the real thing. A work crew in Oviedo, Florida proved the New York City urban legend was a Sunshine State reality after discovering that a 5-foot gator resided in a sludge-filled pipe. But I mean, it's not so shocking, I don't think, because it's Florida.
Right.
They're everywhere. Right.
Jinx.
Jinx. I have a Coke, so you owe me a smoke.
Or
all right.
In the eye.
In the eye. Nook, nook, nook. Okay, you want to hear about a killer kitty?
Aww.
You won't say, aww.
Like a pet kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
From hell?
Sorta. This comes from the New York Post as well. All right, at least two residents of another Florida town. Two residents of a Florida town were hospitalized last week after being attacked by a deranged cat. And law enforcement is warning residents to be on the lookout for the feisty feline. The grisly attacks took place in Louisville while the unidentified victims were exercising and walking in the area. The Suwannee County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Attempts to trap the animal, which may be rabid, have been unsuccessful. Investigators have also not provided a description of the offending cat. One commenter called the attacks nightmare material. Louisville is a rural, unincorporated zone dotted with farms and about 80 miles southeast of Tallahassee.
Ooh.
That wasn't the cat story I thought it was. That's coming up next.
But I was trying to do sound effects for you when you said it was rabid. He was panting in the microphone.
Boomer was?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Boom. Are you our new tech guy?
He's our new sound effects guy.
Well, all right.
He's helping out.
Okay, this is the crazy cat story I was telling you about. And thank you for helping, Boomer.
From the crazy cat lady.
From the crazy cat lady.
He has 0 cats.
I used to have 5.
Excellent.
Yes. My house did not smell so excellent. That was in my 20s before I grew up. All right, and had couth. No.
Look at him.
All right. A cat hospitalized. This comes from the Mirror. His face is squished.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, this comes from the Mirror.
Okay.
A cat hospitalizes a man.
What?
Uh-huh.
Yikes.
A UK man, Rowley, was left with a broken neck, fractured spine, and other quote-unquote car crash-evoking injuries after tripping over his cat.
Oh.
The massively injured man didn't realize the extent of his injuries at the time. However, paramedics later revealed that he had suffered a fractured skull, a broken bone in the neck, 2 fractures in the spine, 9 broken ribs, and each rib has multiple fractures. Like, so each rib also has multiple fractures.
What, did he trip over the cat and fall down a flight of stairs?
Okay. So, and then he says, I had a bit of blood in the lungs. Unfortunately, Raleigh's wife, Jackie, was working nights and was unable to come to his aid. As a result, Raleigh had to lie unattended for a whopping 14 hours. in a pool of his own blood.
Oh my gosh.
Quote, I can't remember much, just falling. You think? Or you don't think?
Because I landed on my head and passed out.
Right. He says, I can't remember much, just falling fast. It was quick and over with, within seconds. I was at the bottom. Chris Rowley, 59, told the Mirror. The freak apocalypse meow accident. Womp. That's when I need the womp womp.
Oh. I don't know where it is.
I don't either. Womp, 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 womp. All right, the freak apocalypse meow accident occurred on the evening of October 23rd while Rowley was home alone with his hairless Egyptian Sphinx kitten.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Listen to this cat's name, dude. Eric Morecombe. Right. Disaster struck after the wrinkly kitty, apparently feeling very frisky, dove out. So while the dude's walking down the steps, his cat's like, hey.
Oh, so he was walking down steps.
Yeah, he was walking down the steps, and the cat was feeling playful, and he dove out and latched onto Rowley's leg while he was coming down the stairs. And then he took a bit of a chunk out of his leg.
Wow.
And it was then that I lost my footing, described Rowley, who reportedly tumbled down 14 steps before arriving at the bottom, where he where he lay, unable to move, when his feline put the hell in Hello Kitty. The phone was dead. I couldn't get up. I physically couldn't get up, Rowley described. It's the hardest sensation. It's almost like claustrophobia. You can't get out. You can't physically get anywhere or do anything. It wasn't until the next morning that Rowley's wife arrived and discovered her husband spread-eagled at the bottom of the stairs. I opened the door, heard him screaming, and saw the blood. He was saying, "Oh, you're home. Help, help." By this time, he had dragged himself to the landing. Jackie then dialed emergency services, who arrived within minutes, whereupon she quickly left the room as she, quote-unquote, couldn't stand her partner's screaming.
Will you shut up?
Right.
You're getting on my nerves.
That's what I thought. I'm like, narcissist much? Like, oh my God, your pain is hurting my ears. Get out. Can you just get up and out already? Get the stretcher. Hurry. Where are my earbuds? All right, well, quote, we didn't know how bad his injuries were at the time. They had to really drug him up to move him. As if all this wasn't bad enough. The cat, when the wife got home, the cat was on top of the dude's chest, just stamping.
Eddie, talk about kicking when he's down.
Right. He's like, what now, bitch?
Try to get up, I dare you.
Right. Move. One finger. He's got his claws out.
Yeah.
Okay, he began stomping on his chest all night long. The whole 14 hours he just stomped on his chest. And he's far from out of the woods. They say it's going to be 6 to 12 months until he is back on his feet. Quote, I have seizures. I currently can't breathe without oxygen. I have to go back to the hospital to see if they need to put a drain in to get rid of blood that has been left over. It is just a matter of recovery, said Rowley.
Feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
By Anna Lazarus Kaplan. And this was published December 9th, 2022. So it's a little stale, but it's still a good story.
That's right.
All right, a Great Pyrenees dog is recovering after killing 8 coyotes in Georgia when the animals threatened sheep on his farm. At just 21 months old, the 85-pound dog's protective instincts kicked in last month, according to his owner. It was chaos, John Wareville, 55, told the Washington Post about his dog, Casper. It was not how we wish things would have gone, but we're glad that he made it. He was doing his job, and that's what I think everybody appreciates about him. Casper suffered injuries to his tail and his ears in the incident on November 6. Wareville recounted that he witnessed Casper jump a fence and attack a pack of 11 coyotes,
Oh my goodness.
biting their heads and throwing their bodies over his shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
The owner is unsure if the animals attacked first or if Casper felt that they were threatening his partner Daisy, who was pregnant with 8 puppies.
Aw,
So,
what a guy.
yeah, during the incident, Wareville's 5 other Great Pyrenees dogs herded the farm sheep away from all the chaos.
Aw, they all work together.
Yeah, it's like a team.
Yeah.
After encountering the coyotes, Casper disappeared for 2 days before reemerging from a chicken coop with tears and cuts to his body
Aw.
and severely injured tail that ultimately had to be amputated. The breed, known as working dogs, who can get as large as 160 pounds, are frequent fixtures on farms due to their ability to protect livestock. The dogs thrive on having quote-unquote jobs and can be fierce when provoked.
You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no legs,